Hello, everyone. I know you recognize the face I'm here with today, Beth Cannon.
Hey,
I'm
hey.
so excited to have you once again, Beth, at the Child Care Business Summit. So before we started recording, of course, we were chatting. I should have known we would, I made this thinking, we'll get done in 10, 15 minutes, but I should have known better. But we were talking about the Child Care Business Summit this year and how we've changed it up, and how last year so many of our leaders came to us and said, my entire team needs this. This isn't just about being a leader. This is about making you a better employee to show up better for the children. And bottom line, this is about the children, right?
Yes.
So when we make better teams, we serve the children even better. So tell us about what you're teaching on and what you will be bringing to the Child Care Business Summit.
Well, I'm just excited to be back, right? Third time's a charm.
Yes.
We've been in 3 different states now together, Evelyn. So this will be fun. You're going to be back in my hometown in the Dallas, Texas area. So I am excited to get to pour into the teaching teams, to the teams of educators. And the title of the presentation is called Unity in Your Community. And so, I mean, unity in your preschool community, like right within the walls of your building. How do you create unity and create a team atmosphere to where we are respectful and leaning into our core values and being accountable, right? Being accountable for what we agreed to for our job, being accountable to just be a good human, right? Show up as your best self, be a good human, love people, and you're going to rock your job. But it's going back to, are they called to do it, or are they just showing up to hang out?
Oh, that is huge. Is that calling in something we were speaking about too, where I told you everybody knows I'm a God girl. And lately what God's really laying on my heart is that in early childhood education, this is bigger than vision. Vision is such a buzzword right now, but this is so much bigger than vision. This is our purpose. It's why we were put on this earth. And it is just so important. So I love that you're talking about that too, because this is so much more than just a job. This is literally us changing lives.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is. And, you know, the leaders, you know, I mean, you and I both love the leaders. We love to pour into their leaders. But what I think is so cool when we get to do conferences like this is to see like the fruits of their labor. Like, you know that the leaders who are going to come to a summit like this, they're exceptional, right? They are stand up people because they've been intentional about pouring into themselves so that they can pour out for other people. And so that's what's so interesting about this conference. It's not just hey, we're showing up just to get our credit hours. You know, they're showing up because they know that they're going to get value. They know that they're going to get leadership training. They know they're going to get team building, and they're going to walk back into their center, and they're going to take what they get, and they're going to come back and say, like, okay, we're implementers now. We're different. There's something different. There's a different feel in the atmosphere. And so they take those nuggets back, and it changes lives. And that's what I love about this summit.
Absolutely. And that's exactly what my goal every year is, to make sure they have something tangible to take back with them Monday, and it actually really makes a difference. The other thing I love about what you're going to be teaching this year is the fact that that unity. This morning, I met with about 20 different owners around the country. Most of them will be at Summit. And what we were talking about is exactly kind of what you're going to be teaching on it. They were just saying, how do we get our teachers to understand that their classroom isn't this little silo, that it is actually a part of a big community within the center, and that we as owners and directors have to make the entire center flow as one, where they're just focusing on their little silo of their classroom. So I love that this is what you're teaching on, because it speaks exactly to that, which is such a struggle for leadership in childcare centers.
It is. So we'll do in this workshop, it's a workshop, right? So we'll do some team building activities. It's not just a sit, listen, watch the slides go by and take some notes. We've got some activities to do. We're going to really dig in and dive into, what does a healthy team look like? What does a dysfunctional team look like? We'll chat a little bit about their personalities and the ways that they engage with their co-teachers. We'll talk a little bit about the way that different generations interact in the workplace, and how do our lifetime experiences and our personality come together to blend this beautiful mix of greatness, because everyone contributes individually. And so having that unity when they're working, it's just going to bring them so much more joy. And that's truly my heart, is to have them go, because their jobs are stinking hard. And we know that, right?
Absolutely.
Sometimes we make our jobs harder when we have bad attitudes, though.
Absolutely.
Or when we're triggered or offended by what other people say. We just can't walk through life with the spirit of offense on us.
Absolutely.
So, we talk about just the importance of unity. And so I am super pumped for this. Like I said, you're coming to me this time. I'm not going out to Reno. You're coming to me. It's probably not going to be as hot in Texas the first part of June as it would be later. My daughter got married last June 25th. It was 105 degrees.
Wow.
At 4:30 when her wedding started. So it can get really hot, but it won't be that bad at the beginning of June. You're going to be at a great place. It's a great location, close to the airport, easy to get in and out of. It's going to be awesome.
That's exactly what we were hoping for, just close to the airport. So make it easier on our people who are coming. And Dallas is great anyway. I love Dallas. I felt like I was in with my people when I was there. So I absolutely love, part of the reason we're going back, because I was like, these are my people here. So I love it. Yeah. And I'm so excited. So if you haven't gotten your ticket yet, make sure that you get your ticket. It is almost sold out. I'm excited about that. Yay. So website is right there, childcarebusinessprofessionals.com/summit. Get your ticket so you can be in the room with people like Beth and I. Any last words, Beth, before we go?
Well, I'm just excited to see everyone that's going to be there. So like Evelyn said, if you haven't gotten your ticket, grab it. It's going to be over Friday and a Saturday, a great opportunity to bring your team. And so especially if you're local, my people, and you're in the Dallas area, you don't even have to have travel expenses. You just show up. It's just at the airport and you'll be there. This is something that you do not want to miss. I promise you, it's going to be a whole lot different than just the standard in and out conferences that you see with someone standing at the front with some egg shakers and some popsicles telling you all the fun things you can do in your classroom. This is not a project-oriented place. Think of this as a retreat where you're getting poured into, where you feel good, where it doesn't feel like staff development doesn't have to be a drag, right? So don't think of this as staff development. Think of this as an opportunity for you to be invested in by your leaders and for the leaders who are going to bring your team.
Yes. And as an owner, I'm a child care center owner myself. When I first developed the Child Care Business Summit, part of the reason I changed up how we do these different conferences is because as an owner, I often felt like I was wasting my money. I really did. And I just wanted to make sure I was bringing something that could really level everybody up. Like when you leave, you are going to be leveled up and you're going to be able to use this in your household. You're going to, in your life as a whole, not just your child care center. So Absolutely. Yes, I'm glad you pointed that out. Well, thank you, Beth.
Well, thanks for having me again. I'm so honored. I can't wait to see you, hug your neck, and see everyone who's going to be in Dallas in June.